which takes me to the one truth teller that has been consistently telling the truth throughout this campaign, Bernie Sanders. He is leading in the new Quinnipiac poll outside of Iowa. He is leading Hillary Clinton. And it was so ironic. I opened up my browser this morning and went to Facebook to check some messages. And on the right hand side, what was trending was two stories about Bernie Sanders. The first one was ESPN analyst Nate Silver, statistician Nate Silver, says that Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders will never win the White House. Essentially, that was a summary. I'll put it on the screen. And then the second trending article or topic was that Bernie Sanders leads Hillary Clinton in the new Quinnipiac poll. And this to me is indicative of what the media has been doing to Bernie Sanders since day one. They started off the narrative with, well, he's just an activist candidate. He's really just trying to push Hillary Clinton to the left. And then they started to see the traction he got. And they were like, oh, the crowds are really nice, but he's not going to win. And then they saw him closing in the polls. He's gaining in the polls, but he's not going to win. And so the thing about it is, it's not just the dismissive nature of what they're saying. It's the fact that those little, and I said this yesterday, and I have to say it again, those little sleights of hands, though, that casual dismissal is such a powerful tool in media. It's not, see, a person that acknowledges that you are a force and they acknowledge it by getting angry about it, or acknowledge it by being surprised by it, or acknowledge it by being shocked by it, they are giving you credibility. They are acknowledging your existence. They are validating your existence. And they realize the moment they validate your existence, whether it's with positive reinforcement or negative reinforcement, they realize that they have planted a seed in the ears and the hearts of everyone listening, that this person might actually be somebody we should consider, or this person is legitimate. And so the casual dismissal of Bernie Sanders has always been about making everyone else disregard him. They won't insult him in a meaningful way. They won't give him credit in any meaningful way, because if they insulted him in a meaningful way, then people would be like, well, who is this person that everyone is upset with, that the media is trying to attack? Who is this person that Hillary Clinton is trying to attack, or Martin O'Malley is trying to attack? So they won't insult him in a meaningful way, because that gives you validation, and that gives you credibility, and that gives you traction. But likewise, they would never give him credit for all of the things he's done without adding the addendum of he's not going to win. And so Bernie Sanders for the media has become almost like this pet project where they'll, we'll recognize you because we have to, because you're doing such a that's a good job, Bernie Sanders. You've got a crowd of 20,000 and Hillary only had 500, but you're not going to win. This disingenuous dismissal of a candidate who is doing some legitimate things, who has closed an unbelievable gap. I think he was down by almost 40 points when this thing first started, probably more. I don't have the data right in front of me, but the gap, and I showed this on the show last week, where the gap was gaping and he has closed, and now he has gotten ahead of Hillary Clinton, which shows he is doing some serious campaigning and doing exactly what a person who does not have the brand name of Hillary Clinton. Listen, we have been talking about Hillary Clinton since 1990, since 1990, 91. Everyone has had their eye on Hillary. Hillary Clinton is a household name. More people know Hillary Clinton's name than know Ryan Seacrest's name. Guarantee you. I don't know, some people are probably like, well, who the hell is Ryan Seacrest? But, I only know him because of the media. But anyway, she has this powerful brand name, and Bernie Sanders has been able to not only close the gap in several states, but he is now taking the lead. And what do they say? The narrative is not, well, Bernie Sanders is doing something amazing. Watch out for Bernie Sanders. The narrative is, oh, that's such a good job, Bernie Sanders, but you're not going to win. the dismissal from Warren Buffett yesterday was so disingenuous. People took it as a compliment, but here he is saying Bernie Sanders is doing exactly what I would like to do, but he's not going to win. And that casual dismissal, even in the algorithm of Facebook, at least the algorithm that they showed me, the results of the algorithm that they showed me, is saying that Bernie Sanders has taken the lead over Hillary Clinton. And then the next segment, the next article is Bernie Sanders. Oh, he's not going to win. The media, Malcolm X says this, and it is dealing with the media's power to make the bad guy, and I'm doing a poor paraphrasing this morning because my brain is everywhere, but the media has the power to make a villain a hero and the hero a villain, and to confuse everyone involved so that they may not even know the difference between the two. That is the power of the media. And in this case, the media is doing this to make the person who is actually doing something noteworthy in this campaign out to be just that crazy old guy, that crazy old socialist, everybody's crazy uncle. We'll just give him some attention because, if we don't, we'll catch hell on the internet. But he's not going to win. If the media ever starts doing their job, then it wouldn't take a Bobby Jindal to call out Donald Trump. If the media ever started to do their job, it would not be the case that this crazy uncle socialist who has closed the gap in many states and now has overtaken Hillary, it would not be the case that they would just casually dismiss him. But, as we all know, the media does not do their job. So somebody has to. I think I'll do it for them. I'll be back after this, folks.
You're tuned in to The Benjamin Dixon Show. Join the conversation, 857-600-0518.